Hello, test. Ooh. Hey everyone, hi! It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. How are you? Happy Saturday. What's new and exciting, everyone? I am so happy to see you all. I see everybody in chat now. Actually, some people here are old enough to remember. Do you remember Romper Room? You might be able to see this box that's here. Do you remember Romper Room? It was a kids show that was on in the 70s, and I think actually it was syndicated, or there might have been more than one version of Romper Room with different people. But we had, anyway, in Romper Room, it was this kids show where I don't think it was all that complicated. I think it was a bunch of kids playing around in a playroom. Anyway, the person who was hosting it was Miss Something or Other. Last name I can't remember. Hey, For Santo, and also Barantor. And Tivo, so good to see you back. And Falcon of Venom, Falcon Jer, PH, B Boodle, Barantor, Rissa, Control Freak. Oh, don't set me to max volume. So there was, okay, but the thing is, what she would do is she had this magic, this is why I'm bringing this up. She had this magic mirror. And the mirror was one of these little handheld mirrors, like, it was like, it's got the little handle, and then, right, like the kind of the oval shape with the handle, and then the mirror's in the oval. But the thing is, this particular handheld mirror was empty in the middle, so there was no mirror, it was just empty. And she'd hold up, oh my gosh, the name game, come on everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Be boodle floof, be boodle floof, be boodle floof, bo e boodle floof, banana, fan, fo, fee, foodle floof, fee, fo, fee, fi, mo, me, moodle floof. Be boodle floof. I forgot to sing the extra special part. Be boodle. Okay, so I already did the name game part for your name, but first off, I'm gonna say thank you so much for the resub, but one of the best things about Be Boodle Floof subscribing is that Be Boodle Floof's name starts with a B, which means I get to sing the extra rule part, but I totally forgot, so can I sing it? Can I sing it anyway? Hey, Volus. So just so you know, but if the first two letters are ever the same, you drop them both, then say the name. Like Bob, Bob drop the B's, Bo-Ob, or Fred, Fred drop the F's, fo, red, or Mary, Mary drop the M's, mo-airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Okay, so that was really exciting to me. I just like to sing that part because I think it's so cool. I like that there's an extra special rule set. So the thing is, in Romper Room, she would, at the end of the game, hey, Evie, are you here? Hey, Evie, woo, welcome in. She'd hold up the mirror, which had no center part, and she'd say, oh, and I see you, Evie, and I see you, Volus dude, and Be Beautiful, I see you too. And she'd like point through this mirror that's been, like, does anybody remember Romper Room besides me? Somebody. Oh, so Rissa, here's the thing about the Pig Latin. I worked really hard the other night on going back over my, like, transcribing Ginger Rogers' version of the name game. Like, sat there listening to it over and over and over again. I mean, I've done this before many times, but I did it again, and I try to, type out what I've heard. And, oh yeah, Evie, your hair looks great, by the way. And as I was sitting there transcribing her name game, Ginger Rogers, I came to this really cool discovery about how she does the name game. It is super cool, and I am really excited about it. So what I've discovered is that she does a thing that I've not heard anyone do before. Oh, being sore, it means you're growing muscles? I don't know. We're in the money. So here's what she does. How is this really cool, right? So normally, the basic rules, if you read them somewhere in the place is that if a word starts with the vowel, you add way to the end, right? So I becomes I way, and apple becomes apple way, and olive becomes olive way. And those are just like the basic rules, and so I was sort of going with that. But as I was listening to her more carefully, Ginger Rogers, I noticed that sometimes she says in hey rather than in way, which I thought was weird, but I thought maybe it was just, just a thing she did. But then that sort of ex-military intelligence pattern-seeking person came up on me, and listening really closely, I realized she does this thing. Oh, butt bruises are no fun. That's not muscle building. She does this thing where, rather than just saying way, she'll take the consonant of the word that follows the word with no vowel, and she'll use that consonant. So, for example, and this is where I was like, because it's old man depression, and she says old man die, and I was like, old man die depression pray, and I was like, old may? Well, that's weird. Well, and I just, wasn't really paying that much attention, but then I noticed she does it all the time. So rather than old way and may, which would be old man, she says old may and then she actually kind of cuts something there. But also she says, so we're in the money, ear way in hey, the unny may. I think the hey comes from the. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. So a lot, she says, Eve way ot gay, a lay ot lay. So a lay rather than a way, a lot, a lay ot lay. I wonder if she says, she's a lay ot way of way up way. It takes te ute it gay leong way oh. And then we're in the money, the skies are sunny. The ice skays are she doesn't actually do that one. Our sunny say, old man the eight from pray urye uthre you urye uthre ubye uste away. Old man the eight from pray your uthre ubye uste away on rayo. We never read headlines about iwe ever idre headlines lay of way edbrains lay utede. And we in we ECE the anlay ord we oakley at the eye guy right. Yeah. So anyway, it's this cool thing where she does this thing. So I think anime. So what's cool is that I think that if you're going to do Pig Latin the Ginger Rogers way, you wouldn't say I way of le uye for I love you. You'd say I lay of le uye. And I think actually that might be faster. If you can really, I have to relearn Pig Latin a little bit and see if I can it'll be hard, I think, to relearn Pig Latin in this way because I'm just used to putting the way at the end. But if I can really internalize and practice this Ginger Rogers style of Pig Latin, that could be super cool. And she was a professional Pig Latin singer, so. And this is more like Hog Latin. So I'm going to try that, is what I'm going to do. This is, hey Moopin, this is my goal, is that I'm going to try and practice her style of Pig Latin. But this also means that I think I might have actually gotten the song down. There's one or two more points I've got to just re-listen to, because it's that funny rhythmic thing she does. Old man see, I think that she does. I think that one of the U's is not actually Pig Latined out. Anyway, I'm just saying. No. The Ginger Roger with me means you have to consciously know what you're going to say. This is true. You do have to consciously know what you're going to say next. So I have to see what this looks like in practice. Now, this is our Saturday gaming stream where we game. Hey, small and tiny, welcome in. How are you? How are you doing? I wanted to share one thing with you. Let me put this box down here. Oh. So yesterday I was playing Ghost of Saltmarsh. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm playing an emo teenage dwarf who, likes The Cure, light wounds, and he's a poet. But, he's not a good poet. So I decided that I would write a poem in character for the game. And and so I wrote a haiku for in character as Adric. This is the haiku for Adric. And I'm going to post it somewhere. I'll post it on the Discords. But here is the haiku for Adric. I sat in a jail. The floor was cold. Oh, I should do it in his accent. Sorry. Welcome in from Greyhawk. So let me do this in his he's a poet, but he didn't even realize it. So this, I have to do it in his accent. I sat in a jail. The floor was cold and lonely. We slept without food. Thank you. This is my haiku, my Adric haiku for this week. So I'm going to write a little poem every week for Adric, and I want you to know it. Entirely random, says Evie, but today's been weird. A lesfic author I read a lot of and whom won awards as a woman is actually a man posing as a woman. And a person who I modded with just got arrested in a pedo sting operation. Whoa! That's crazy, Evie. Wow. So intense. Small and Tiny, I was looking the other day from a Stenny's host. Oh, nice. I really enjoyed having your stream on in the background. I'm good, thanks. Thank you, welcome in. And also, Evie, sketch. Yeah, Rissa, I decided to go Russian instead of Scottish, and it was a last-minute decision because I thought, who has a gloomy soul? Russians like their gloominess, so I figured I would just go with the Russian, and this way we don't, overuse the Scottish. I'm just saying. Yes. So here's the question I want to ask you before I start the game. Do you want... Oh, I should tell you this. Hey everyone, the next time you can see me will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing in a D&D game on Little Red Dot's channel, and that'll be from 10 to, I think, 1-ish probably is about when that'll be, or 10 to 1 Eastern Time. So you can see me tomorrow playing Lord Florian of Greendale, a pampered noble who has his heart in the right place but is super sheltered. And so you can see me playing D&D tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Little Red Dot, Sunday Fun Day. And that is something that you should just join me for. It's really good. And then after that, I'll be playing Call of Cthulhu with Rissa, but that will be offline and you can't see it. But that is what I'm doing. Yes. So it'll be really exciting. So Robin Rousseau is actually Joseph Larson. Yeah, I could see it. Jer says, my hill dwarves I usually run as Irish, as it's close to Scottish, but why would hill dwarves have the same accents as mountain dwarves? Well, that makes sense. Sunday Fun Days. Oh, I'm afraid that I might laugh. Yes. So Ice Bunny, for you, it should probably be 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, I think. Oh, I will not be late for Road to Rillier because that's at 3 p.m. and I've got like a 2-hour gap between those two shows. And I have been doing like one write-up a day. It just takes a couple of hours to get a write-up up, but I'm hoping to, my plan is after stream today, eat food and then get the last write-up up so that we'll have it for game tomorrow. Boom. Right? That is it. So I got a write-up up. I have to get because I at 4, so RPG thought. This is an RPG tip. It's a tip for players. It's a player tip rather than a GM tip. So my player tip is, if you are playing in an RPG, think about taking really good notes and then posting them somewhere for your GM, right? Way back in the day, we used to do this on LiveJournal, but LiveJournal is not really... I mean, I still have a LiveJournal, but it's not really that much of a thing anymore. So we are using Obsidian Portal, which is a sort of a kind of a wiki site. sort of like a gaming specific campaign log site, and it's got space for characters and maps, and it's got like a lot of different stuff. And our campaign is on Obsidian Portal. I often will make Obsidian portals for my campaigns, actually, and you can put up adventure logs. And I'm a player, and I'm also, this started because there's Obsidian Portal. It's good. Having a player keep notes lets me know exactly what I told the player, so it's great to have a player take notes. Yeah, it's really good. And because the game is an in-person game, I'm telling people about Rissa's game. Barantor says Obsidian Portal's good. World Anvil is too, but I think it charges. Obsidian Portal doesn't charges, but if you want sort of extra GM access, then it does charge a small amount. I've not used World Anvil yet, though. So the game, Rissa's game, is an in-person game in California, and I do not live in California. So I'm zooming in, right? I'm Skyping in, so I'm like the remote player. And since I was the remote player, I figured I could just take notes on the computer and it wouldn't be disruptive, right, to have a computer up because I'm on the computer in the first place. Now we have 2 remote players, but so I'm the note taker, so I take notes about everything that was happening. And I started just because I was doing it for myself because I like taking notes. But now I upload those notes to Obsidian Portal, and that means that everybody can see what is happening, right? So I'm taking notes. It's not disruptive. We have a note. Now, I will say that because I'm on a computer, my notes are sometimes super detailed. They're many, many pages long, and it takes me a while to upload them. And because the last couple of months were so insane with work, I did not get the last few updates up, but I just got the last 2 up, and I've got 1 more to upload before tomorrow's game. And I will do that tonight. And I am feeling very accomplished. That's all I'm saying. Concao is also good for RPG notes. Oh. I actually don't know them. I should go and check that out. Where's my pen? Concao. So one of my player tips is players, somebody take notes and provide them for the group. Player notes, and you can take them in character or not in character. You can do what you like, but I recommend it. Conca.io. Conca.io. I will look into it. I love looking at stuff. 1, 2, 3. Not it. You know what? Yes. The Call of Cthulhu game we play monthly. I think I should maybe say that too, right? PH has trouble focusing without taking notes. I like taking notes because I want to get all those details in there. But we play monthly, and I just wanted to say, no such thing as too many notes. And it's funny because sometimes I take notes in character, sometimes I don't. Because I'm taking notes for the group, I don't tend to take them in character because my character's notes would be very different than my notes. Does that make any sense? Like, if I'm taking in-character notes, 1, it would have to be a character that would take notes, right? If the character wouldn't take notes, then I wouldn't. And then 2, if I'm taking in-character notes, then I can only take notes that my character would know about. And if I'm not the official note taker, then I would go crazy on that because I could. But because I'm the official note taker, then I need to take notes on everything that happens, not just what my character thinks happened or knows happened. So because I'm the official note taker, I'm not taking in-character notes at the moment. I do like to make some notes at the start and afterwards, like some names and how I interact. Yeah. I mean, that's good. I like in-character notes for infrequent games, just so I can remember headspace for my character. Oh yeah, Evie, I love that too. And I just wanted to say, monthly games are awesome. I know that many people think that you have to play weekly. I don't take notes. I think it's a bipolar thing. Jer, a lot of people don't take notes. A lot of people not even don't want to take notes because they want to just be able to enjoy being in character, not thinking about it. I think there's I think that there's a wide range of feelings on note taking. I mean, I took some really bad notes. When I'm streaming, I don't take as many notes as a player because I want to be present, but I did take some notes for the last episode. They don't make a lot of sense. The last episode of Saltmarsh, the notes are Peeper's Pie, Paladin, Rainbow, I don't know what that means, Pinton, Rel, married couple, woman, Ida Oland, on council, contact with Pinton and Rel. This is a big dwarven clan. They haven't struck yet. The Wicker Goat, no matter where you're docked, no matter what they look like, never trust a poet. Everything is 5 to 6 times more expensive. Woman. I have no idea what that means. Something of something. Person of rank, woman. I think, okay, that's what that says. Person of rank, woman. We are the 4 who drowned the Wicker Goat. Fresh water, sea metal at the bottom. Those are my notes. Those were my notes for Saltmarsh. Well, see, Rissa, I can type, and then it's much easier. I was also graded on notes a lot in high school, so it may have turned me off them completely. maybe the woman just smells rank. Maybe that's what that message means. It's possible. It is possible. So, I want to ask you a question. Do you want me to do a show and tell right now, or do you not want me to do a show and tell? Because there is one down there that I could show you. Now, I mean, normally what I would do is that I would spend some time to transcribe those notes and to make more sense. Like, it's the day after the game, I would take those notes and then I'd write them up in a sheet so it would make more sense. But I don't know. Okay. It is not a hat. It is something that I kickstarted, and I got it in the mail a few weeks ago, but I just haven't had time to open it. And also, I really need to reshelve my books. But I have this box. This box, everyone. This is a game that I kickstarted, that I played at Gen Con, because Gen Con for me is the space where you can play RPGs that you have kickstarted but not played yet. It gives me a space to play something before I GM it for the first time. So Gen Con is pretty great that way, although this Gen Con year, I didn't get into any of the games that I wanted to play. I wanted to play in an Invisible Sun game. I wanted to play in like a bunch of different things. I will be careful. I've got my brace right here so I can put it on once my wrist gets tired. So, okay. This, my friends, is a game called... I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if you can handle this. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Maybe you are. Here you go. Are you ready? Shadows of Esterin. So Shadows of Esterin is a French RPG. It's horror fantasy, and it is... There's some really cool things about it. This right here is... I did like the big Kickstarter because I liked it. This is the monster... This is the Monstery. No, the Monastery of Tuoth. And this is a supplement which has... this talks about this particular... it says 50 color pages book focused on the Temple faction and features vengeful words, a large investigation scenario inspired by the name of the Rose, as well as several game aids, the temple and religious life, the monasteries of the One, and a description of the monastery of Tuoth. So this is this is sort of like, I think people do a lot of investigation in this game, which at least we did. This here is Shadows of Esteren Haunting, which is a collection of short stories. This here, take a look at that super cool thing. This is a blank book that you can write. It's a notebook you can write all the things in. What a Kickstarter, huh? Look at this. This is a CD of atmospheric music that's sort of creepy and spooky. And also I got all of these things. You know what? I should probably put this box on the floor and then just pick things out of it to show you. What am I thinking? What was I even thinking? Wow. Okay. Like, they did a Kickstarter, but they did a Kickstarter. And here is a nice GM screen. Here is, and look, the book's in a nice case. Let me take this out so I can show you, because this is like, so this is book 1. It's the prologue. Hey, Pumpkin. Yes, that is the name of the rose. And this is, this right here is basically an introduction to the universe, which is to give you the main concepts of the game, how it works, summary of the game system, character templates. I'm going to get back to that for a moment. That's book 0. These are some really nice character sheets. This is, oh my goodness. Like, this is, I'm just telling you, this is so much stuff. These are more game aids for the player. This is a cartography. It's a map of the whole continent. And you're like, when does it end? I don't think it does. Here's an entire book on occultism. Here we have, oh my goodness, a cute little dice bag. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, this is like one of the most, like, you get what you're getting all the stuff Kickstarters I've been in. I'm looking for, here is a map of the village of Dirg, which is the big adventure that this is coming with. Here's another little dice bag, but it's got a die in it, this one. Here's a second map of Dirg. Oh gosh. There are a lot of packing peanuts in here, so you'll have to forgive me as I'm searching through packing peanuts. Okay. Here is a map of the continent and its main city. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a no joke Kickstarter. This Kickstarter is not. Yeah, it came with a blank book, and here is the area around the Vale where the city of Dirg is located. Whew. This is the Black Moon Handbook, which is another supplement for another faction. Like, you think that I was joking about this being okay. So then we talked about prologue. That was book 1. Here's that was book 0. Here's book 1, which is the universe. So you can learn about the universe that the Shadows of Esteren takes place in. Here is book 2, Travels, which has got some scenarios, cartography, and that book 1 also is character creation and all of that. Whew. Book 3 is this campaign, Dirg. Oh, PH. This, I'm just telling you, here are character arcs for the characters in Dirg, and an entire book of game aids for Dirg. Shall we just note, like, how, like, let's just talk about how this was like, I mean, it's pretty amazing. It took forever for it to come out. Like, I kickstarted this some time ago, but they're giving me so much value added, including like, you know, a notebook. I mean, how cool is all of that? I mean, look at this cool, right? I mean, so I really clearly need to run Shadows of Esteren. I'm going to put this over here on the shelf behind me for one moment. Ooh. We're going to put those there and we're going to shelve. So I want to show you, if there's one in here that I can show you, that would be really good. Let me see. Do they have one? I'm looking for, these are, I want to show you a character sheet. Yeah. And I got the Princess Bride book too. So I've got like some goodness hanging out right now. I just want to play more RPGs, you know? That's what I want. So this is chapter 2. Okay, so this is really cool. I think that here. Well, I can show you this, right? Yeah, but I'll tell you, like, I kickstarted that like well over 2 years ago, I think. Like, it has been a long time since I kickstarted that one. But so this is a character. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, right? This is Irvon, Adept of the Temple. And can we all enjoy the fact that Trooper put the category as the game already, even if it's... No, we're totally going to get there. We're totally going to get there. So here's the thing. The art is really nice, but in this game, and I think this is really cool, they have 5 attributes. You know how D&D has 6? Strength, dexterity, intelligence, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, right? So there's like 6, and you know, you roll them and all this. In Shadows of Esteren, there are 5 attributes, and they are combativeness, creativity, empathy, reason, and conviction, and you rank them 1 through 5. And they're not attributes like Dungeons and Dragons. They are... it is a PS game. It is a PS game, Pumpkin, but I'm using PS Remote. So right now in the other room, my PS4 is on, and because my computer and the PS4 are on the same network, I can actually pull up the PS4 on my computer, which means I get to have like all of my overlay and stuff in the game and here on this. So like, it's really exciting. So here's the thing that's super cool about this, that you have 5 of these. They're called ways. They're like attributes, and you rank them 1 through 5. And if you have a 5 in, for example, conviction, then that means you're really good at skills that are related to conviction, and it says something about your character that you are so good at conviction. But for every positive, there's a negative, right? So being really high in conviction probably means that you're rigid and you are less, you can come off as rigid and maybe judgmental, right? If you have a really high conviction. If you have, for example, a really high combativeness, which is going to impact your combat skills. It's a combativeness, which means you may be really good at combat, but that also means you're kind of belligerent, right? So, but if you have a really low combativeness, let's say you have a 1 in combativeness, you're not as good as combat, but that also means you're good at something else, right? So there's a way in which these things, these are a continuum, and they say something about your character, not just, you know, your abilities. And then from there you can take skills that are based off of those, and you get like an advantage, disadvantage, and there's a sanity, because this is sort of like a horror fantasy game, and you get your combat, right? So how cool is that? They really do this really neat thing where your ways are about what kind of person you are, like who you are, how you are in the universe, not just, not just a stat. So yeah, like it's like Kick-Ass and Chew Bubblegum. It totally is. If you have a lot of high empathy, you have a harder time standing up for yourself. So if you, hey, check out my cool D10, woo, that I got in there. Yeah, so if you have a really high empathy, then you might be a little bit of a pushover, right? Because you are too empathetic to other people, and then a little bit less, right? You're a little metal die. It is super metal, is what I'm gonna say. So I got the. That's all. Oh, I think I might be missing one D10. One metal D10, probably I'm missing. It is probably, it's in this box somewhere. There's a D10 and I'm missing it, and it is in this box. And I found it. Wait. There it is. There you go. Super metal as opposed to my dwarf, who is super emo. And that is true. That is yeah. Right, so maybe you're too trusting. And the thing is, they also don't dictate exactly how it works. They give you examples of what too high empathy might mean, how that could be a drawback, but you get to sort of shape that to your own character. So you might think, okay, yeah, I think I'm probably too trusting if I'm too empathetic. If I have a really high empathy, I'm really good at being a diplomat, but maybe I'm too wishy-washy. So you get to sort of frame this yourself, which I just think is really cool. And I like that it's sort of like I think it's kind of like Call of Cthulhu meets Dungeons and Dragons as Shadows of Estrin. But also, one of the reasons why I was super excited about it is because it's French, and it's quite popular in France, and they just translated it into English, and so this is part of what this Kickstarter was about. And one of the things that I was really excited about was that I really want to play RPGs that are not from the United States or the UK, right? Like I want to know what other countries have done with RPGs and how they manifest it and what it looks like there, and if are there different ideas about how to do an RPG that's different than what you would get in your standard US UK games. Like that's very exciting to me. You fear for my dwarf's emo card. You know, he's a teenager. It'll be fine. So that is my Kickstarter that has come in, and I'm super excited about it. Clearly, there's a German one where we're all teddy bears. Have I played Ryutama? I have not played Ryutama, but I have seen it played, but I've not played it. I've seen it played on Weekly Affirmations, and then Drunkly did a Ryutama, but I've not played it. I have played the Schwarze Auge, the German one, but I've not played the one where they're all teddy bears. I have kickstarted because, right, I kickstarted an Italian one, which is not out yet, and that one is sort of like an alternate history Roman Empire game with magic and whatnot. So that one's kind of exciting. That one I don't think will be out for a while though. But so I've got an Italian coming in. I've got this French one. I've played the Schwarze Auge, and there are things I like about it, but there are things that I don't like about it. I think it's a little bit too crunchy for and I like crunch. I like a crunchy game. I know, I kick all the things. I start it and then I kick it. I kick the things and then I start the things. So I'm going to tell you before I start the game what is holding me back from reorganizing my shelves. By the way, part of it is my wrist. Is Zweihänder a German game? No, it's just named after a German sword. It's American. It's just American, but I have that coming. So the problem is, here's the problem. This shelf here, which you can see, is not large enough to hold my gaming notebooks. I think I have to make this just a little bit taller. And there's only two options. Option one is I make the shelf below it shorter, which would mean there are probably a bunch of books I would probably only be able to fit short books there. And I probably want to put art books on that bottom shelf, which would mean, yeah, I'll talk about the Schwarze Auge, the black eye, in a second. So I think I want to put all of my like comic books and art books there, which means that it does need to have height, which means I probably... See, here's the problem. I need to know what's going to be on that bottom shelf, which means I need to unpack some boxes of books to find out what the tallest thing is that would go on that bottom shelf. And if I need to make that shelf taller, because if I need to make that shelf taller, I should do that first. Then put all the things there. Then figure out how tall that shelf needs to be. And then take all of this stuff off the shelf so I can make that shelf taller. Put all the things there. Then take all the things off this shelf so I can make that shelf taller, then put all those things back, and then move that shelf up so that I can put all, like, so basically I think I need to re-height all of my shelves. I wish it was a little bit taller, I wish it was a baller. Yeah, the thing about the Schwarze Auge is that yeah, this is what I need to make this space taller. So, and I'm trying to figure out, and then also, full disclosure, another reason why it's so tricky for me right now is because I'm not excited about unpacking when I know I'm going to have to repack in a year. Exactly, I have to pack and move again. So I have to figure out how much I actually do want to unpack. And I want to unpack some things because I need to get my history books out. So there's some things I really need to unpack, but I'm not excited about it with my wrist, but I can't have these game books just sitting around like they are. They need to be alphabetized. This is true statement. So, and I have history books on the French Resistance that I have to get out of storage, out of boxes. So this is where I'm at, everyone. I'm in that space where I have to figure out what I want to do for unpacking, and so that I can redo these shelves. Maybe I just need to go through these. Do I want to unpack anything? B. Boodle says, I hate unpacking. We moved 5 years ago and there's still boxes lying around. Yeah, I don't like unpacking when I know I'm gonna just have to repack again. Hey, Volpez, welcome in from work. You missed my, exciting show and tell, which was there's a lot to unpack here. Anyway, I also had another idea. About my Patreon. So my current Patreon goal is for the cost to pay the players, not me, for a weekly game. But I think what I will do, a bit hoarderish, it's all right. I think I'm going to put a lower goal in, which would be the cost to pay for players for a one-shot, not me. So, and that would be like $100 a month, which would be for one shot. So I think I'll make that my interim goal. I think I'll make my first goal $100 a month, which would pay for a one-shot for players. And then the next one would be for a weekly game. And yeah, so I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna make little interim steps. That's it. But now we're gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn. See? I've got all sorts of boxes though, because, and I don't, here's the thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it comes to unpacking. Like, I haven't decided, because I don't, so, well, I feel like, I think it's what it's gonna be is pay for a one-shot. First goal is one shot, don't pay me, and also paying them less than I would like. The next goal maybe be fortnightly, don't pay me, paying them less than I'd like. Then monthly, don't pay me, paying them less than I'd like. And then from there, the subsequent goals would be to sort of include me in pay, and then up their pay to something that would be appropriate. Also, no Fortnite. Don't pay me. And a person can then say, do not pay me, and then I would not pay them if they do not. If a person, for example, cannot get paid for various reasons, or they do not want to get paid, then I can mark them off as a person that does not get paid. Like, I can do that, and that would be like a thing. You're just like, don't pay me, and I'd say okay. So, because sometimes people cannot get paid, so it's not good for them. And if it's not good for them, then I won't do it. Oh, one last thing. Do you know what I did? And it's such a problem. And this is, I blame my friend David. I have a friend David who was visiting in the area, and he was at my house. And I was like, okay. He was staying on my futon because I have friends. Oh, hey, what? Oh, bits. Okay, so we just got bits. Pay them all. Bits on the phone are a pain. Thank you, Volpas. But you know what this means? This means I get to try out my new revelation about We're in the Money by Ginger Rogers. So we're gonna try it. Earway and hey, the anime. Earway and hey, the anime. Way at gale at way of way at way at wakes to ute at gale young way oh. Earway and hey, the anime. They I skays or ani say. Old man the ashen pre uye uthre you've uste unway on rayo. Ewe everne eat ray edleans lay of bread leans lay ute day. And when we see the anlay or we ukly at the eye at ray in the IA. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. I think there's one thing that I'm a little off. Like, there's one syllable I'm off on, but I think I've totally got it, and I'm so excited. Like how getting paid would force them off of welfare and lose their home and starve to death. Yes, Jer, exactly. If there are people for whom getting paid would force them off of welfare and they would lose their home and starve to death for like $25, then I'm not going to pay them. So that's the thing. I'm not paying somebody if it means they're going to, like, you know, starve to death and die and lose their home for $25. Do you know what I mean? Yes. So what David did, I want to tell you what David did, and this is relevant to me playing this video game. David was staying on my futon for a few days because I let friends stay on my futon.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead.
Okay.
Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Who put those there,
Nope. He was playing Hearthstone.
Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
Funny! There we go. So he was playing Hearthstone. I played Hearthstone when it came out, and I played it for a while, but then I stopped playing it because they started really going into randomness as a really enjoying randomness, and I was like, so I wasn't as excited, but then he was playing it, and I was like, oh, I haven't played Hearthstone in a while. And then I thought about Hearthstone, and then last night,
Made them soon enough.
I played a bunch of Hearthstone. I pulled out, and like my account was still there, and my old like characters were still there, and there I was playing lots of Hearthstone, and I just wanted you to know it, that I was up last night too late playing Hearthstone, and I blame David. This is beautiful, by the way. Is that the Bank Vaults of Darylin? I played the first chapter, and I want to play through the rest of it because it was really fun. The first chapter they give you free. The first hit is free, and they gave it to me, and I played it. Yeah, I played the first go round of Darylin Heist, and it was really fun.
There are the handholds, right where you'd said they'd be.
So I should play the rest of them.
Get that silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
So you might be wondering, what am I doing right now? What is my life? We are trying to sneak into like a Dalaran. We're trying to sneak into... We're trying to destroy the villains' Bluetooth network. We want to destroy their Wi-Fi.
What now?
Wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company.
Okay. Well, let's quick save there. Oh! That was a save. Dalaran. Oop.
How nice of you to finally drop.
Dalaran.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
That sounds bad.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck.
He's a hologram, Ice Bunny.
At the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
What about our...
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests.
It is the guy from The Wire.
But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake
Gal.
that I'm doing what I can to correct.
Dalaran.
What assistance did you give them?
Uh-oh.
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
I want to ask all the questions, though. Also, I like... that's Reddick? Lance Reddick? I like that actor. Okay. So, we... Dalaran. So, we have to do a thing. We're gonna...
Corrupted machines. Controlled by guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Well, we have some monsters here. But I think it's fine. I think I just do some stealth kills, because if there's one thing I like, it is stealth killing. Like a lot. Like, I like a lot of stealth killing. That sounds bad, doesn't it? But it's not bad. It's just like a little bit of stealth killing. We're gonna just lure them over, murder them a little bit, and then... Yeah, I should probably not put that on my resume. What are you good at? I'm good at typing. I'm good at... I'm pretty decent at Excel spreadsheets. Stealth killing.
What are you doing? Stop wasting time.
Why are you... Stop being... I'm stealth killing. Do you see how he's being so mean to me right now? You should maybe be less mean to me. I'm just stealth killing. No. I'm going to, like, he just needs to relax a little bit. Because there's a long leg. Excel, PowerPoint, stealth killing. Here we go. Oh no, apparently I can't do it. Oh, actually, I think I should be able to do it. I should just do it right over here. I wonder if I can kill this thing stealthily. Maybe I can. I hope I can. Silent strike. Ooh, nope. we've got a little bit of a problem. That's fine. It's like all the there they all are. It's great. I don't even know what's happening right now with my life, and that's not great. Hey everybody, hi, how you doing? I don't even know what's happening. What is going on? I don't even know where I am. I'm stuck in rocks. I'm stuck in rocks, everyone. I'm stuck in rocks. It's super awkward. Things are trying to kill me. I'm probably gonna die. I'm currently in the process of dying. My stealth didn't work out the way I'd like it to. I'm currently full of corruption. I'm being beaten up by birds. It's okay. I'm running into trees. Okay. It's like, yo, dude, I'm cleaning your mess. Don't hurry me. Okay, so I just killed all the monsters in a way that was less... Oh, there are more monsters. What is...
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
Okay. This is... I mean... What is even... We learned some things, so that was good. We learned that there was some madness there in sort of unfortunate ways.
Look at this.
It's cool. It's cool. All right, so I suppose the question is, now that we just got our butt kicked by a bunch of machines, where are we headed? I think we're headed this way, right? Okay. I'm sorry that you saw me be murdered. Well, I didn't actually die. So, I mean, I didn't even actually die. I think it's totally fine. Right? All right, where are we going? We're going over there. Okay. Oh, some joggers and bikers got attacked by birds of prey here because birds teach their chicks to attack. That's what you get. Birds are no joke. Birds of prey are like, humans, now it's our time. We're... Oh, hey, look. There's a... You know what I'm going to do? Because I feel like it would be really fun. I am going to... I'm going to just shoot this thing. It's not a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Red light means trouble.
Hey. So I'm going to just shoot it from afar because I feel like that's better. Just hanging out. Oh, laundry time. Nice. Hey everybody, cheat to win. Kill the animal far away. By the way, I feel like I should also do laundry, but I still have underwear, so then I don't need to do laundry. I only do laundry when I need to do underwear. Like, that is my life. When I've run out of underwear is when it's time to do laundry. If I still have underwear, I don't do laundry. And I currently still have underwear. And those under things. Hey, PH, how are you doing today? What are you up to? I was just thinking about you the other day. What is all of this? What you think all of that is? And do you think I can climb up this tree? And the answer is no. That's fine. That's not streeting, that's strategery. Oh, it was your mom's birthday party. Happy birthday to like Mama Hunk. I hope your mom is doing well. Oh, a lapis elephant figure thing. Oh, that's cool. Hey, we got some supply crate stuff. We're gonna just walk over here. There are... Okay, look, I just think it needs to be said that this game is really gorgeous. Just side note. She's doing good. Oh, I'm glad that you have a good relationship with your mom. And, PH, you're like my age, more or less. I hope your mom is in good health. Because, you know, we are old enough that our parents are no longer young. So I hope she's in good health. That would be wonderful. I like it when people have good relationships and happiness. That is a thing that I like. So I feel like I've been, besides a little bit of madness, I feel like this has been really good. But I also, 70th birthday, wow. I'm glad that she's in good health. So, I'm gonna just jump down here. Even though I know that I don't need to, I'm going to because there are a bunch of components that I knocked off that big thing and I want to just pick them up because I'm a hoarder. The long leg, and I... By the way, do you hear that those heavy stompings? Those heavy stompings seem worrisome. That's all. They just seem worrisome. I don't know what they are, but they seem to be a bit of a problem. That's all that I'm saying. What happens if I go up here? Is there a way to go? Is there a thing to do? What's up there? No? All right. Any thoughts on the RPG Harn? Never played it, but a friend is talking about running it. Oh. I've not actually run or played Harn. I mean, I've heard good things about it, but I actually haven't... Okay, what do we have here, everybody? We have corrupted scrappers. And they are not insignificant in their dangerness. No harm, no foul. No. Oh, hey, I can add more skills. I can give myself faster reload. I can give myself more silent strike, which, and I always, you know what? We're gonna just do that because I do love a silent strike. I mean, I like a silent strike. Let us change our inventory because I think we want to use a little bit of this. And we want to use it here, perhaps? You know, I can also, I'm just thinking about how I should probably also, I'm going to set traps, and a lot of them. And, there they go.
It's on to me.
It's dead. I killed it. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of, Oh, hey. There are a lot of them, and they don't seem happy to see me which is cool. It's cool. I'm just noting that there's more than one or two of them, and they don't seem happy to see me, which, you know, we all make choices. Oh, they also don't seem to know where I am right now, or do they? No, they kind of sort of do. Well, they're kind of freaking out right now. So I'm gonna stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 of them. I feel like Lance Riddick is a little sketch. I mean, not the actor, but his character. I am going to go back to my inventory because it looks like I might be able to set more traps for them. And if I can, I will. So, yeah, what do you think they're doing all up there right now? You know, it's funny. I'm quasi bad. Hey, left-handed monkey wrench. I'm sort of bad with names, but then sort of not. It kind of depends. In the sense that once I have your name, then I'm pretty good at it. But like, it takes me a while to actually remember your name, and that makes me feel bad. I wonder if I can maybe just. Do you think I can reach? Like, what if I'm able to, like, just shoot this? I did. Do you see that? I shot it from super far away, which I felt really good about. Right, like that was pretty good. I just did a bunch of, you know, murdering, and let me, oops. That was a miss. I bet they were just telling old camp stories about, I bet they are too, and that, they're like, do you remember back when, do you remember when getting online was like, that was my old modem sound. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be here all week. Old modem sounds. I thought that was a pretty good old modem sound, right? It could be better, but I don't think it was bad. There's one. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about my hardcore sniper skills right now. I just need to get right. Like I am doing very well at the moment, I think. I cannot see them very well because they're hiding from me, which is a little rude, but yeah, I cannot really see them, but yep. Okay. This is not bad. Everyone, I'm feeling really good about this because I'm not hanging out where they are and I'm still shooting them. But now they're really in an awkward position. Dang it. Oh my gosh. What if on my that would be really good. I think I should have that strange sound. Hey, PH, I have a question for you. Because your mom is 70, which is interesting to me. What did your mom do when she was a younger person? Like, what did she do? Where are they? I want to kill those ones, but I feel like... Yeah, but I feel like they're hiding. There they are. There they are. Excuse me for one moment. I killed all the things. Lived in Switzerland for, she was a crafting teacher in elementary school. Oh! You know, I will just say that I took some crafting, I took some wood shop in school, and that was really great, and I really enjoyed wood shop. And apparently, schools are cutting their wood shop and metal shop
With me?
because it's expensive. And so, because it's expensive, and I think also because of liability issues. So, a lot of kids no longer get shop classes. And that makes me sad, because shop classes were super cool. I really enjoyed them. I felt like, even though I never became a carpenter, I felt that I thought it was really good for me to take woodshop classes. But apparently, it's no longer the thing in the US, or it's increasingly less the thing. Oh yeah, like, it was really cool. After that, she was a civil servant for the city of Gouda in various positions until reaching office manager. She then worked for some nonprofit having to do with deaf people for a bit, then retired. I love shop class in junior high. Me too. It was so much fun.
Saving these for the trail.
And now she volunteers at the local art house movie theater doing the books. Oh, well, your mom sounds super kick-ass. Just for the record, your mom sounds pretty awesome. I'm just going to, let's see. Is there anything else? Let's make... I think we've made all the things we're going to make. So let's, yeah, your mom sounds pretty cool. We're going to cross this river, everyone. Even though there are explosions that I'm supposed to apparently not pay attention to. Ominously. And I don't...
Getting close now. Head for that ridge.
Gang, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this at all. No, we talked about that I had a year of shop classes and my brother when he was in the same grade only a semester. Oh, they cut them down? So apparently it's some mix of both shop classes being expensive. My school was the last school in our metro area with a working aluminium forge. Oh, see?
The Tallneck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
Oh. Okay.
Here we go.
Can I get a stealth space? What do we... Yeah, it's a real bummer.
You getting this?
But I understand that apparently shop classes are expensive.
Down there, but no Tallneck.
Damn. The transmit has been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge.
Don't-
Toward the explosions. Great.
You got exactly one shot at this, Aloy.
Hey.
Spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Okay.
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the Tallneck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
Okay, folks. Why did I jump down? Oh.
Terrifying someone, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're going to... I know. Come on, 18-year-old, stop being sarcastic. Be emo. I'm gonna just try to convince one of these people to come over here and visit me.
Who's there?
Come and visit me. I want to talk to you. And what I want to tell you is murder! That's all. I just wanted to tell you murder.
It is good enough for him.
We thought about teaching you actually valuable life skills, but that's just extensive, so we said fuck that. Yeah, for Losanto, that's just how it feels, right? It feels like... Let me,
Could be something here.
You should come and visit me. Oh, everybody's all worried right now. Ooh. Doesn't anybody want to come and, like, visit me in the bushes? Knife to meet you. You dislike shop class, Bunny? Bunny, didn't you teach crafting at one point in time? No? I just want you to come visit me in the bushes.
We might have trouble.
Come over here in the bushes. I want to talk to you. Silent strike. I really should be less amused by that than I am, but I'm really amused by that. Why? I don't know. The animations. You were an educator, and I liked art class. That's true. But I mean, safety, right? I feel like there's a lot you can do. By the way, just for the record, I have too much stuff in resources right now. So we have to just get rid of some stuff we don't need, like these sparkers. And what else don't we need? Should I've got, yeah, okay, that's fine. And also, like, if you don't have money, it might be hard for you to, like, yeah, safety is a factor, and then also money, like, you may not have the money for that, but, like, if you're in school, then you could do it. So it would be nice if people could, you know, it would be nice if we still had shop classes, because I feel like, I don't know what the Laubsäge, it's sort of some kind of a saw. Some maker spaces have the tools that would be in a shop class. Oh, yeah. But I mean, how many, like, middle school kids are going to be going to maker spaces? I think that's my worry, that kids are not going to necessarily have access to it, because I mean, I don't know about you, when I was a middle schooler, I didn't travel a lot. Okay, so we've killed some people. It was very convenient and delicious. Oh, they're really expensive. Be right. Even at our more academic school, when we started secondary school, we did woodwork, metalwork, and technical drawing. In the last 2 years of normal school, I had to take metalwork to O level because of the mix of classes. I can't believe we did maths, English language, English lit, chemistry, physics, maths, biology, and history, as well as metalwork in the mix. That's a lot. Pre-university 2 years at least was, it was down to 4. Chemistry, physics, and pure maths managed to replace... Oh, wow. We had to do that, and I broke the blade each time. Maybe a bandsaw? Maybe you're talking about a bandsaw. I would imagine that you probably should have had more instruction. Look. I would like to stealth more, but I'm afraid that might not be all that possible. Oh, it's a hand tool.
The ground here looks churned up. Drag marks leading towards that gate. The gate's barred. No getting past that.
You'll have to find another way.
Okay. Well, if I can't go that way, let's see what I can do. Oh, maybe a hacksaw. Maybe a hacksaw? Yeah, my German teachers didn't waste instructions on us to... well, that sounds like they're bad teachers, because if you don't give people instructions, they might die. I'm just saying that it's important for people to have good instructions so they don't die. I'm just noting that death is super bad. Like, dead students... never optimal. Ooh, hello. I mean, I'm just saying. Last thing you want. Dead students. Oh, now my dwarf wouldn't agree because my dwarf is all about like, oh, really? Did you notice somebody being dead?
Dead. We got a killer out there.
Do we? Do we have a killer? Is it me? It is. Death is inevitable. Why fight it? I
Shelter. It's bigger than the others.
Find the tall neck, Aloy. There's no time to poke around.
There is if I make time.
I have to say, like, the way you describe schooling in Germany makes it sound like Germany is the worst school system in the entire world because nobody's qualified to teach what they teach. It's kind of shocking to me, to be honest.
Keep your head down.
I mean, you really describe it like really badly.
Still here.
I'm gonna just hit you. There we go.
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's
Okay.
a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh, good. Another secret.
I just remembered Claudia putting a corpse on a bed so his friends would think he was sleeping. And the worst is still going on. The school system has not changed much. I mean, since they had an emperor. I mean, it's just, I mean, for a country that is said to have one of the better education systems, right, that everybody does better than we are, it's pretty shocking the things you say. I came to realize after a time that the best teachers did not spoon feed you the subject, but challenge you to how to learn. Yeah, right, because the point is, you have to teach people how to learn, right? That's the key. To get them, so this is the way I'm going to escape when I escape, but I'm not escaping now. Now I'm doing friendly murder. And okay. All right, what do we have here? I think I killed everyone. That sounds really bad.
Can't carry more.
What can't you carry? Maybe that becomes really important. You need to understand. Yeah. And the thing is, I think that in an ideal space, that is what university does. That university teaches you how to teach yourself. We homeschooled our kid due to a lack of confidence in the American public education. That they dived the kids after 4th grade is done in Germany. Oh yeah, divide the kids. Yeah, I know that. And I know that they make it so that if you are... Oh... Right, that if you do not test well when you're 12 in Bavaria, you will not go to college because that is how their system works. Resources, what I'm looking for? I'm looking for traps and potions. I am maxed out. Well, that's life. And maybe some of the pre-university 2 years. I feel the same with Japan. They have honors for high education rate, but their teaching method seems suspect. Yeah, right. That's the thing. Like, people are committing suicide all the time. And there's also issues about who's being tested and how that testing is. What is this?
Alert. Irregular transmission source detected.
But you know, the thing is, I don't think it's the worst ever. I think that it's easy to get very, like, okay, let me put it this way. I'm gonna tell a story. When I was in basic training, there is a pedagogy about basic training, right? In the Army. Like, they're trying to do something. They have goals. He passed 11 plus. He was always seeing school education position of some privilege. So when I was in basic training, people would often say things like, oh,
What is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
I think I'm going to find out what's in those data points. I'm curious. What are these? Prophecy. What is this?
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like a glittering spike through the center of my mind.
This person's not well.
Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. But the count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
You can't homeschool in Germany. All have to go to school, even kids who are so handicapped that they kind of have to learn to swallow as their goal of learning. So what I was going to say is that in basic training, there were a lot of people who didn't understand the point of basic training. They didn't understand the educational purpose of it. They thought that the drill sergeants were just picking on them, right? They're like, basic training sucks because everyone's just picking on me. They're just here to pick on me. They're just being mean to me. And that wasn't at all what was happening. We had really good drill sergeants. And I don't know why I was able to see it. I mean, I was 18. I was dumb. Finished Defense Forces base training at Nutshell for Jaegers. You're digging a hole so you can enjoy it to fill it back up, lads. So here's the thing that people often would just see no educational value in it and think it was just messing with people, and then like, the education sucks. Like, oh, this sucks because it's so bad. But it's because they don't understand what is happening, right? And I remember, let me do this. I remember one day when we were all sitting around and the drill sergeant comes up and says, well, but that's part of the point. They're yelling at you for a reason, right? It's about sort of dealing with stress in certain ways and about sort of getting you being able to sort of function in a stressful environment. Well, it's about seeing if you can function in a stressful environment. I mean, that's one of the many things that it's doing, because combat is a stressful environment. And so it's about getting you what's the word? Getting you acclimatized to being productive in a stressful environment. It's hardening you, but it's also more than just that. There are other things, right? There are things that seem stupid and have no point, but they do have a point. So for example, at the end of basic training, you have to pass a physical fitness test, and you have to do a certain number of push-ups and a certain number of sit-ups and you need to react quickly without questioning and overanalyze it. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, I think with that one, you're talking about be right. Whenever they say gas, right? Gas, that means that there's some kind of chemical, biological attack, and you have to open up your, it's on your left hip? Open up your carrier case for your gas mask, pull it out, put it on, clear and seal it within 9 seconds, and then pull the hood over and secure that within the next 6. And you have to do that or you might die. And so they would continuously yell gas at us. And then we'd have to like put on the mask, clear and seal it, And Volus is correct. It's better to see how people react at the safety of base rather than the outside world full of gear locked and loaded. Yes. And many people I was in basic training with, like we'd be eating food. And all of a sudden they'd yell, gas. And then you have to like do the thing. And then sometimes they just throw CS gas at you and you're like, oh no, do the thing. And I know that people were like, oh, they're just so being mean. They just don't like us. They're out to get us. And I was like, no. The thing is, they need us to be they need us to get to the point where putting on our protective mask is so second nature that we can actually do it when real gas happens, right? And we don't freak out. Like, we need to be so practiced at, on, right? You have to be so practiced at it that so that when something happens, it's just second nature. So they're not out to get you. They're actually trying to save your life. When they make us do push-ups all the time, it's because we have to pass this push-up test at the end of the 8 weeks of basic training. They're not just being mean to you, it's that they need you to pass this push-up test, which means you need to do a lot of push-ups. You need to be able to sort of function without a lot of sleep. Like there are all these things that they do, but it's not. But I knew that I was in the army with people who thought that they were just being. Like a real gas attack comes with a lot of warning and a lot of hand-holding, right? And they thought that they were just being mean to us. And I was like, and I remember somebody was like, oh, that drill sergeant's out to get me. And I was like, this drill sergeant sees like 50 soldiers every 2 months. They're not out to get you. They're not out to get me. They're not even going to remember who we are in 2 months' time. They couldn't, so people would say, oh, this is just like bad, but it's because they didn't understand what the pedagogy was. And I think this happens a lot. That people will sort of complain about their schooling when they don't necessarily understand what the pedagogy is. Are the sergeants approachable as persons if you have finished that training? We normally don't see them after we're training because we leave, right? Like it's 2 weeks, it's 8 weeks, and then we go, and so then it's not like we're really going to be talking. But like they're regular people. I can no longer eat normally, and I have a bad habit of sneaking around. Workmates get spooked all the time. Sometimes happens. I mean, I think that my drill sergeants were very nice people. What do we have here? Wife. What is this?
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility.
Hellas, what's wrong with you?
A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed.
This guy's not good.
Its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort.
What is wrong with this guy?
But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body stretched beside mine, chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike.
Wow.
You said nothing. You did not have to.
This guy.
Already you had shown me beyond doubt what you were meant to be.
I'm glad that I was not meant to be with you, Hellas. And also, they don't always, like as PH says, don't always just yell. And also, you don't necessarily have to break down people. I was never broken down because that was not necessary. I did what I needed to do. So that, you know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily, they don't have to break you if you do what you need to do. Like if you do what you need to do, they don't have to break you. And then they don't necessarily have to yell at you either. Like it's about getting you to do what you need to do. The bad thing with the teachers I had was that they have been beamter, so they could not get thrown out for being lazy. Yeah, people say that about tenure as well. They were like, oh yeah, if you have a tenured professor, you're lazy and you don't do any work. I'm gonna tell you what, once I got tenure, I'm doing more work. It's just that students don't always see the work we do. And also, who doesn't like tenure? Universities. They would love to get rid of tenure so they can then fire people for any reason and also pay them nothing. We're getting this right now with adjuncts where they don't actually hire tenure track professors. They hire professors to just teach one class at a time and they pay them, $3,000 for 3 months. So like maybe $1,000 a month, maybe, and no health insurance. I mean, it's really bad. It's bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, PH. That's right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and like sometimes they're very nice to you, like because the thing is, in the end, they just want to get you to do the thing you need to do, and it's not always yelling is not always the way to do it. Pedagogy insight. As an adult, I do not go to work for 8 hours a day and then bring my work home with me and do more work for another 4 to 5 hours. I know, and my boss also knows, that if I do that, I will burn out quickly. Yet public schools expect exactly that from kids. How public schools function is fundamentally damaging, not conditioning. It's interesting because it depends on the work you do as an adult. As an adult, I do that all the time. I work and then I do more work because, and I think, and actually, people who are freelance often do that. People who don't work first, like a lot of people who work, who are not on, like a lot of people do that actually. A lot of people do work for 8 hours and then come home and work for another 4 or 5 hours a day. So that's distressing. I mean, I'm just saying it does happen a lot. I used to have a job where that didn't happen and it was great. I used to have a job where I just went to work and I worked 8 hours, then I went home and it was awesome. But I do not have that job anymore. All the work that's done when the undergrads are on vacation, you get normal vacation time at best. I haven't taken a vacation in 6 years. Same. I think if you work permanently out of your own home, it's very difficult to shut down and switch gears. That is so true. That is so true. Yeah. You're, right, laughs and teacher. I'm just saying that there are a lot of jobs. I mean, and I think also if you like work at if you own your own business, if you work at a restaurant, there are a lot of places where you end up just never. And then nowadays with email, and I think this is really interesting because I know that France apparently has passed a law where you're not allowed to answer email outside of work. But like I should be doing like at least an hour's worth of email at least every day if I don't want to get behind. And I'm already behind. I mean, it's just, it's crazy in a way that I don't think is great. No, my point is that, that what you're doing and what you're doing as a student, that actually happens all the time when you're not, like, it does prepare you for some work, is what I'm going to try to say.
Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My Lord sensed this.
PH, that's really amazing.
Instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
This guy, everybody. Not in a good space. Not in a good space.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind.
Who is this High Priest Bahavas?
The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. The whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow.
I think Hellas is the guy that's running the Eclipse, that sort of splinter faction. Getting a job that is your hobby is a double-edged sword. Yeah, there are times when I would have paid to go to work to do some projects, other times not so much. I heard about a Hauptschule that teaches the students how to be on welfare with the reasoning that that's their future. I've heard that is also not true, Ice Bunny. I've heard that, but I also heard that was right-wing propaganda and not actually accurate, or that it was a gross misunderstanding of what was happening. My understanding was it had to do with like teaching people how to fill out paperwork, and that was not the only thing they did, but sort of trying to do some practical things. So I think that sometimes there are these talking points that misread situations. Control Freak says, I think you misunderstand me. I mean, as an adult, I regularly have to do additional hours beyond my normal 8-hour day due to my job and education. I regularly used to do similar as a software dev too. Oh, software devs, yeah. Forlasanto says, our brains don't function that way, though. We need new experiences that we can attach memories and knowledge to. Effectively, we need playtime. Working kids that hard is counterproductive. You know, the thing is, Forlasanto, to agree with you, I was taking a productivity workshop. It was a workshop on how to be more productive as a writer, because as an academic, I have to write all the time. And they said that we can't really do more than 4 hours of intellectual work a day. That our brain, basically after 4 hours of intellectual work, our brain is done. Hold on. But Ice Mini, that's not what they were doing. Basically, there's right-wing propaganda that misrepresented what was going on there. Just in the same way that right-wing propaganda said that schools in California were teaching kids bad English. They were teaching them Ebonics. They were teaching them black language, and that's not what they were doing. So you'd have to look into that more, because I don't think that I remember reading about that story and about how that was actually not at all what was going on. So for Lasanto, that we can only do 4 hours of intellectual work well, that after 4 hours, our brains are basically done. And that if we wanted to be the most productive, if we wanted real productivity, we'd only do 4 hours of work. And somebody else did a whole Twitter thread that if our work day were 4 hours rather than 8+, then we would be more productive and we'd get more work done in the end. And I would love for that to be the case. That would be amazing.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak.
Oh.
So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink.
This guy's very intense.
With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to Sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light.
Yeah, it's not good what you're gonna... It's not good. You should not... Do not wake up one of these things. Don't do it. It's bad. Nobody listens to me. It's fine. Yeah. I actually, Jared, that's a really good thought. I wonder if that is why the average stream is 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours feels like a good stream time to me. At Christmas, I tend to spend 18 hours a day crocheting. It's my hobby and my job, and I get burnt out, and then I don't touch crochet for months. Yeah, and actually, this was... So, B. Boodle... Hey, Empress Pookie! Well, controller! This is really interesting. So when I took this productivity workshop, it was like a summer boot camp on productivity. One of the things they said, and I'm going to be really upfront with you, yeah, after 4 hours, right? Basically, 4 hours is like the golden time for concentration. So I took this boot camp, and I'm going to be straight up with you all. I have not fully embraced, like I have backslid, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And that is, they say that the best thing you need to do is write every day, but not for a lot. So like, it's better for you to write maximum 4 hours, but like, even if you can just do 1 hour or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that you will be more productive in the long term if you write an hour a day even, than if you don't write and then cram, you know, like just spend 2-3 days writing 15 hours a day. And then what happens is then you write like a maniac, but then you actually are burnt out and then you don't write for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so that it's actually just better to do little bits all the time than try to binge all of your writing. And they say, of course, that the binge writing is what happens is that people push off writing until the deadline's coming up and then they binge because they've got the motivation. But the trick is to try to get yourself to the point where you can write daily without it. And my problem, of course, is that I tend to prioritize my teaching and my service over my writing so that I don't get my writing in daily, which I really need to do. So I know I need to do it. I know it. I know I need to do it. And I just need to set aside 25 minutes a day to write and then get myself into the habit so I can expand it. And I know I need to do it, and I'm going to start this summer. I am going to do 25 minutes of writing today. Hey, you know, we have a Discord, and in our Discord, we have an accountability and check-ins thread where if you have a goal for yourself, like work out every day or write once a week or draw something once a week, whatever, if you have a goal like that, you can just go into accountability and check-ins on the Discord and just tell us what it is that your goal is, and then you can say, I plan to do that this week. Ice Bunny does it. It's really good. And then you can then tell us when you did it, and we can check in on you if you like. It's a way for you to have accountability buddies. If you want to use us as accountability buddies, you can, and I should do that. For Losanto says, as a software dev, there are basically two types of us. They're the hardcore 8 hours a day burnout ones, and the ones who actually work for 4 or so hours a day and spend the rest of the time doing other things that may even be playing. The latter type usually get much more done than the former, are happier, and don't burn out nearly as frequently. For Losanto, that is 100% true. 100% true. And we should work this way. I think that not just school, but... And the thing is, we have so much more productivity tools. But the thing is, I think a lot of companies don't care if you burn out. They just want to use you up and then throw you away and get somebody new. But that's not smart, because then you lose people with all sorts of experience. Ugh. This is kind of what my teacher was trying to teach us a bit, writing each day. And she has forced us into creative writing, and I signed up for her 2 class too. Yeah. It's not going to work to hold me accountable, so I don't do those kinds of things. Hey, know yourself. We are, thanks. I think we're pretty good buddies. Let me see what this person has to say. Okay.
So long as King Itamen languishes at sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him.
Hellas is the worst.
I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things it is absolute. One day it nurtures life, and the next scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike.
This guy.
Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father.
This guy.
But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
This guy needs... This guy's not in the space. What do we have here? What is this? Ceremonial armor. Dyed plumage and lacquered metal plates of unknown origin. Dimensions suggest wearer of large build. Huh. What is this? Leaning trunk. Remains of a stripped tree. Weak root anchorage. Oh, for Losanto, I like your soapbox. I mean, there was a really great Twitter thread by Jessica Price, which went into the details about the ways in which a 4-hour work week would be just better for everybody, but then people don't want it. Right? That companies would make more money and would have better outputs if they paid people a full wage for 8 hours a day, but they don't want to do that. Levi says, I went to school for software engineering. I quit after an internship because there is no way I was spending half a day in meetings and doing other stuff that did nothing but make me tired. And, you know, I mean, people die, right? They would talk about the ways in which they overwork those, what do they call them? The stock exchange people, right? You know, those stock exchange people? Like, people die. Like, some of their, like, interns. And, like, the way that they have, like, medical interns, like, doing medicine with no sleep for 2 days, and then they kill people. Like, it's really bad. We've got a really messed up way of thinking about work. And so, like, when I was saying that what school does is prepare you for, like, when you said school makes you do, like, 8 hours of work for Los Santo, 8 hours of work, and then 4 hours of homework. That's not what it's like in the real world. It is what it's like in the real world, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I was so happy to know someone who understands that Adorno can fry one's brain. Being the first academic in my family, I have no help from that side. Oh, City of Stairs. I will look into that book. City of Stairs. I also just have... all I do here is... I'm going to push this, by the way. Okay. Hey, everyone. I did it. I feel special. Wait. Is there anything else? All right. I think... Wait, what's this? Mural. Painted imagery on canvas. Elements include a representation of Meridian and Karja religious detailing. Before we go across, let's just make sure...
The mural of Meridian and the spire.
Let's just make sure we haven't missed anything. Because I wouldn't want to, you know, pass the point of no return. I know, I think is Crit Witch, I think that you are correct. I am concerned. So, what is this? We did the mural. All right, everybody. We're gonna do it. I wonder if this Karja head is actually here? Or...
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that tall neck?
just top heavy.
It's been easy to drag the tall neck down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I feel like Lance Riddick doesn't want me to know things. I feel like he knows some things that he doesn't want me to know, and now I want to know them. This is all. I'm concerned about that. It's a very odd setting. Fantasy Europe conquered the world because they had gods and magic. Then Fantasy India killed their gods and took over Europe, outlawing the worship of the gods. Now an Indian expert on the gods is murdered, and it's up to our female protagonist to find out who done it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Well, that sounds like a new idea.
They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Yeah.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Yeah, see, Rissa knows what I'm thinking. Rissa's like, I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't look fine to me. It looks like not fine. It looks like a trap. Is there some way for me to find... Hey, Prince Riley Phoenix. We're walking into a trap right now. And I'm suspicious of the trappy nature of the whole situation. And I'm concerned. Prince Riley Phoenix, how are you doing today? And what is new and happening with you? We're walking into a trap right now, is what I think. But nobody listens to me. Nobody's like, hey, you're right, it is a trap. Instead, Lance Reddick's like, whatever, just ignore it. See, this is really bad. There's a cutscene.
I see the module.
No.
Now be quick.
Wait.
This.
module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Wait. Trap. Wait. What's going on? Whoa, no.
Entity has come here.
Wait. Were you...
Entity miscalculated.
Have you... No. Wait.
Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its
Lance
reach.
Riddick? Did you cheat?
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Okay. Whoa.
Destroy the entity.
Oh my goodness. This is bad. Okay. Well. Okay, it's fine. Jump. Oh! People! She's got good grip strength. I think it's like... She's got really good grip strength, everybody.
Keep moving.
We're gonna just pause it for a moment because people are saying things in chat which are less stressful than whatever is happening in the over there. What a rude hologram. Work harder, meatbag. KOTOR. They don't have Star Wars memes to warn of traps. I don't know if he's holding back information as much, both ignorant as ignorant. Yeah, I think that, I think he is holding back some information. I think that is true, but it's probably not like, he's probably not a villain. He probably just maybe helps some villains. Prince Riley says, I'm doing well, currently waiting for the mail. Got a Power Rangers toy coming in. Is this an expansion? This is the main game, and we're like 75% of the way done with the game, so that's pretty good, I think. She, you know, it's true, because I fall and climb all the time, I must have really good grip strength, and I think that, oh my gosh, we're gonna run? I'm gonna just run, is what it's gonna happen.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying.
You think?
Keep moving or you'll die.
I noticed. I'm not. I'm running. Oh my goodness. Go.
Brave trail.
Go, go, go. Go. Run. Sorry, I'm running right now in a runny, jumpy kind of way. Go. Oh my goodness. Go.
Almost there.
Go. Run.
Come on.
Also,
Don't fight. Run.
okay. Okay, you don't want me to fight. You want me to just run. Okay, I will do that. I'm running, everybody.
What?
Head left towards the camp.
Okay,
Got it.
jump. I'm just running.
Out of it.
Base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Go. Also, I'm kind of injured right now.
Running. More eclipse across the ravine.
I'm stuck. Okay, I'm just running, everybody. I'm not.
In sight.
That's the way out.
Okay,
I know.
repel. Oh, water. Oh, we have just shut down the network. I know I keep getting stuck on things. I think I'm okay. I mean, it looks like okay. I'm not dead. That was a little bit of excitement, right? That was like, are you bleeding? Are you okay, Aloy? She's okay. I think she's a little winded, which, you know, is understandable. How's your side? Are you okay? What? Walk it off. Get some
off going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way.
Just a little stitch.
With the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership.
This guy.
Mutual self-interest. Now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding.
I don't know about this guy.
We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
This guy.
You miserable... Damn him.
I think he wants me to be more selfish, by the way.
Toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But you don't know I need it.
Right?
Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
It just seems super sketchy to me. And I am really skeptical of all of this, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't know if you noticed, there's a Timmy site not far from here, and I think we could maybe right over there. We can maybe save, and then where are we going? Oh my gosh. Let's go and Timmy. Let's save Timmy. Let's save. Since we're in the area, I think we can do that. We'll get some medicinals. And we will save. And we'll get a new mount. And then we will, see all this nice, pleasant medicine for us. It'll be fine. I don't know. We need another Timmy. This is true. But I'm just a little concerned about this whole situation. Let's save. Quick save. I don't know, everybody. I just have a bad feeling about all of this. And also the fact that he's like, never trust people. That's a great, like, not trusting each other. That's a great basis for a relationship. And I was like, is it a great basis for a relationship? Well, apparently it's going to be the basis for our relationship because he has proven to me, oh, hey, look. There was something I could have killed, but then I didn't. Let's see, where can I find... He probably has been hurt by the one he loves. He would probably get along with my emo dwarf really well. They would be sad about emo things together. Okay. So I just need... like, I hope it was a bunny.
Never know when I might need these.
So I need... Here we go. Let me sneak over here. Do this. Just, like, go and... Let me just... I like this one because it's got the curved sort of ram heads. I admit I risked your life. It doesn't matter. We're all racing towards death. Maybe he is Hallis's son. Like, he knows a lot. He's been around a lot, so I don't... Like, it's just a little... Oh, hi. We gotta go. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. We're going. We're going. No, we're just leaving. We're going. We're running. We're running far away from you all. I don't know where we're running to. Oh, that looks like not a place we can go. Oh, this way. Hi. Nope. Ouch. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight with you all. I want to go another way. Like, I just want to be friends. Okay, they've left us behind. We're okay. Yeah, his child died and was buried in the tomb.
Quiet now.
That's true. Okay. Don't we feel better now? I do. So, we have to go to Sunfall, apparently. What do we need to do? We can... Let's think... Alright, let's go to our quests. What's happening? We've got to go to Sunfall to find out what Horizon Zero Dawn is. The side quests are nothing super big at the moment. There's a bandit camp we can kill. We don't have to worry about that. We've got some hunting grounds, not a big deal. We've got a cauldron we should probably kill, and a corrupted zone. So let's map-wise, what is it's like we got maybe a half hour. Why don't we... I think what we should do is save, and then go look at these things. Like, we could do that. Like, so like here's a thing over here, but I don't think we need to do that right now. And there's a cauldron, which I think we should probably do afterwards. So there is a viewpoint here we didn't look at. So I think we should... I have never tried blue spirulina powder. I think we should... Oh, and look, there's a metal flower right there. So why don't we... Let's go here. Let's go here. Hit this metal flower. And then come back up and go around. And then we can hit this place here. And then we can make our way up there. And I bet we could do that next time. I think that's what we should do. So let's... I don't even know any of the spirulinas. Isn't spirulina a song? Oh, spirulina. Oh, spirulina. Oh, spirulina, don't you know? That's all of my 90s Eurodance. My 90s Eurodance. Now, if it wasn't, it is. But it was the song "Oh Carolina," but we'll just make it "Oh Spirulina." See, bumps and grinds, you get it in there, and it's all fine. Hey, so I'm really excited about sort of this new way of putting my Patreon goals in there, and I've got some excitement going on. First food. Hello, campfire. First food. It is a lot of hype for grass. You're like, what's going on? Here, let me step off. And let me repair Timmy. Poor Timmy. Oh, I've got leftovers. It's a secret Patreon Be Boodle Floof. Like, I have one. People have found it. And they have pledged. And I just haven't announced it yet because I want to announce it. Here's why I haven't announced it. I haven't announced it because I want to announce it when I run... secret. When I run a game on my channel. So, see, like, I don't have a command yet. That's why it's secret, because I don't have a command. And nope, because it's secret. And I thought that I would announce that I have the Patreon when I run a one-shot on my channel. And I thought, oh, that'll be the way to do it. And as a matter of fact, next Sunday, you can't see it, but next Sunday, I'm going to be running Cthulhu Confidential with Rissa, who's here in our chat. And we're going to be playing next Sunday offline so that I can practice that particular scenario, see how long it takes, sort of get a sense of it. And then I can run it on my channel. I've got to figure out who I want to ask to be the player. I have an idea. And then I figure when I run it, then I can announce the Patreon and say, here's the kind of thing that I'd be doing, and you could be helpful by subbing to the Patreon if you like. But I don't want to announce it before I've got I want to announce it when I'm doing a thing. That's what I want to do. So I'm just saying that I have a Patreon, and I will announce the Patreon when I run. Well, AJ cannot be the player for this one, but he can be the player for the other one. So there are three canonic investigators: Dex Raymond, who's dead, Vivian Sinclair, and Langston Wright. And I think that AJ would be a great Langston Wright. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking about for Vivian Sinclair, but I am PH. I am thinking about. He died. I'm thinking about. I think Pumpkinberry would be great. I think Claudia would be great. There are a bunch of people who I think would be really good at it. So I just need to. Oh, speaking of, I need to head south. It looks like. Rissa, I need to send you some stuff in. Where am I? What is happening? This way. I need to send you. I know there's so many great peeps. I need to send you a PDF. I'm going to send you a PDF today, probably. Actually. Oh, that's a good combo. I'm going to send you a PDF of stuff for Cthulhu Confidential, but I'm going to first. I'm going to eat food. That's the first. First, eat food. Second, put up the write-up, and then after I put up the write-up, I will send you some Cthulhu Confidential stuff. Oh, Drunkly was so good. I posted the Spirulina thing in the Discord, and wow, Tripper has a Discord where we share all the fun and odd and in between. This is true, we do. We do have a Discord, and our Discord is pretty great. I like our Discord a lot. By the way, we learned that the head of the Eclipse is super fanatical. Thank you for putting in the Discord link, PH. It is much appreciated, because we have one. Oh, hey, look. There's some kind of monster over there? Oh. I might have to kill those monsters if I want to get what I want to get. Well. Oh, the hat's a global emote. What are they on about? What are these things on about? And can I hide? Can I hide anywhere? Is there like a hiding place where I can be hiding? Somewhere? Please? Oh yes. There is a hiding place. Hello, I'm hiding. And let me override you. Because if I can get other people to murder monsters for me, that's pretty good. I approve of a little bit of that. Oh, there are a lot of monsters here. I would like another hiding spot, and maybe not to be where they're fighting all the time. Yeah, let me go somewhere else. Yeah, let me go here. Because I feel like I don't need to be involved in all of this fighting. Oh, but you know what I do need to do? I need to put bombs on everyone. I'm going to put bombs on all the people. I'm going to put fire bombs everywhere. Because fire bombs are great. Fire bombs! Oh, also, I feel like everybody's trying to kill me? In a way that is like less than... Ouch! Hi, how are you? I'd like to get out of... let's deal with this for a moment. Like, this is... Oh, hi. What's happening? Okay. This is, I'm being attacked. I'm feeling really attacked right now. By everything. I'm also, like, it's just, look, this is, I need to make more bombs. And also, I need to know if I have any friends, because I feel like I don't. This is, I'm just gonna let you know that we're in a bit of a space. We're in a bit of a space at the moment, with a lot of things, many of which I'm not really excited about. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. We need a little bit of this. Oh, hi. Why is everybody out to get me? It's fine. Oh. There's a little bit, oh. Hey. Chaos. How you doing? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh. Hey. So. Okay. Look, I'm gonna just kill these things at the moment. We're. Oh, wow. Okay. There are more of them than I thought. Because I wasn't looking, but it's cool. It's oh, hey, hold on. We need to, Oh. Okay. And okay. Die. Die. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. We're gonna just, we're doing it. We're in a good space. Okay, look, we're fine. I mean, I don't know if we're actually fine, but, I'm also out of ammo. Oh my gosh. Why are there so many of them? Why? I'm also out of ammo, so it's cool. Just give me a second. All right. Also, I'm out of ammo, and I'm dying, but it's cool. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. This is a lot of them. This has been like some kind of insane madness, but I think I'm basically done. We're good, everyone. We did it. We're fine. Okay. That's it. I wonder if they were trying to kill me because of all the bombs. You're supposed to messy cry when you say you're feeling attacked. I'm feeling attacked right now. It was the messy cry. I don't even... Oh, I wonder if taking down the network has caused them all to go mad. This is a good question, Rissa. That's a very good question. I don't know. But now I'm actually very curious. about that as a possibility. And I feel like I might be okay. That was like a lot of people that were trying to kill me. It wasn't just like one or two people that were trying to kill me. It was a lot. It was more than were appropriate. I did not appreciate people trying to murder me that way. But I'm going to loot their bodies. If there's one thing that I know, is that I'm going to loot their bodies. And I'm going to loot their bodies, and then also it's going to be awkward because I'm going to have... there's a dead salmon. I'm going to have not enough space in my inventory. Because this is really... I feel like... What isn't appropriate... That's true. Riss is cranky when she loses her internet, as am I. I am also cranky when I lose my internet, so it does make sense. What is the appropriate number of people trying to kill you? I feel like less than 12. Like, I feel like 3 might be okay. 2's fine. I mean, 1 is better. Like, if I'm gonna have people trying to kill me, I would prefer it be like 1. Hey, look at this. I am low on some stuff. That's okay. We're gonna just delete some things. If you want to loot the bodies, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Yeah, I'm gonna craft some health potions because that might free up some of my inventory. Which it did. Sister Act 2! Yes! Oh, I haven't seen Sister Act 2 since it came out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. Do you remember? Whoopi Goldberg used to be like a kind of an A-list actor, actually. I mean, she was all over the place. Okay, I think that we can loot more. And let's find out what that is and loot that as well. What is this? Oh, more Glinthawks. It's fine. She did, and she was really good in the color purple. You know, Hollywood is so messed up, man. It is not like a... Oh, was she really? Bette Midler also has acting chops. Bette Midler was on Broadway as a youngin', like as a small, young Bette Midler. She was on Broadway. She was in, I think she was a Fiddler on the Roof, actually. I think she had a super, super small part in Fiddler on the Roof. I also imagine that I did not get, what's the word? She was in the... Whoopi Goldberg does have an EGOT. So does, by the way, now you're making me, I want to bring up a thing now. You just brought up a topic. I'm going to blame you all for this. Tony Awards, oh, that's right. Tony Awards tomorrow. Ooh. Am I good now? I think I am, but I was here for a reason. And that reason was that there was a metal flower. But I'm gonna just cross the stream, hosted by talented hotter me. James Corden is hosting the, and also Krellin is here. So that means somebody, I know at least one person will be down with what I'm about to say. Ms. Mojo had the list of the 10 greatest Broadway divas, and the entire thread was full of people disagreeing with their list, and I was very excited. And I was very excited. Tony Stark is a jerk, though. But let's let me get my... There we go. So it was now where, hold on, where am I headed? Oh, I'm headed here. We're looking for a flower. That's a benchmark of a Tony. So yeah, so here's the thing, right? They had this list of the greatest Broadway divas, and they had, there was a lot of controversy, is what I want to say. People had very strong feelings about who the greatest Broadway divas should be. And they were not happy with the list. They were like, where's Elaine Stritch? And they had, they had Barbara Streisand as number 1. And people were like, well, this is the problem. There are, yeah, there are a lot of really great Broadway divas. And so coming up with a list of 10 is really difficult. Like, that is hard to do. And, ooh, hello. That was me dropping down in an awkward way, but not dying. No, I don't think she's overrated. I think the problem is that she, how do I put this? She has not done a lot of Broadway. She's a huge star, right? And she's really big, and she's like a. See, I did all of this work thinking that this metal flower would be down here. Yeah, basically that's right. That's the Barbara Streisand may be great, but not. Yeah. The thing is that categorizing her as a Broadway diva is a little bit tricky because she did do, like, I mean, it's not like she didn't do Broadway, but she did maybe 1 or 2 shows. I think, like, she's really she did Funny Girl, and I think, like, maybe 1 or 2 other shows. She has not done a lot of Broadway. And so like, mostly she did film and music, right? And so calling her a Broadway diva is a little bit tricky. Oh, thank you for being here, Forla Santo. I mean, we're ending in, like, 15 or so, but thank you for being here with us. Yeah, so I just feel like, for me, I think it's tricky to have her be the number 1 Broadway diva when she's only done, like, 2 shows. And she's not, like, yeah. I also think that what we're looking for may not be over here. I mean, it might be, but it might not be. I'll try. Yeah, but the thing is, I also think it's not that she isn't just a Broadway star. I think it's that she hasn't done a lot of Broadway. She's done maybe 2 shows total, and so I think it's tricky to sort of, like, rate her above people for whom, like, they have done a lot of Broadway, where Broadway is primarily what they've done and what they're known for. Now, she's a big star, right? Like no doubting her stardom, because she is certainly a big star. But I don't know if she's one of the greatest Broadway divas, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, somebody like Ethel Merman, right, is a huge, massive Broadway star. She wasn't that big in film, but when it comes to Broadway, she is. I mean, even somebody like Bernadette Peters has more. And there are a bunch of people who are not even. Kristen Chenoweth, actually, I think that you could probably count, because even though she's famous outside of Broadway, she has done a lot of Broadway, right? So I think, and Kristen Chenoweth was on the list. I think some people would have thought she maybe should have been higher. Oh, yeah, Angela Lansbury. Yeah, and, like, Angela Lansbury should definitely be on that list. Like, she's a huge Broadway star. People have also said Carol Channing, 100% Carol Channing. So I think, by the way, what I'm looking for is actually not down here. I think it's up here, which is annoying. So I think we have to go back around. Just for the record, I think we have to go back around. Audra McDonald, Gwen Verdon, Angela Lansbury. I mean, yeah. What's her face? Who was in Evita?
Can't find its footing on these slopes.
You'll be fine. What's her face? Patti LuPone? Like, there are a bunch of people... Oh! Called into work. Ooh, Patti LuPone. Like, so good, right? So, yeah, I just think... Like, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with them putting... Oops. Madonna was Evita in the film. So that's like Brendan Urie being a diva when he was only in Kinky Boots, known for, yeah. Right? If you're only in Kinky Boots, I feel like that's not enough. You know? Like, you need maybe a little bit more. Daughter, yeah. Tell your daughter she's completely correct on that one. Like, that is, yeah. Ooh. Somebody said, and I think this may not be a bad idea, somebody said that maybe they should have done a modern Broadway diva and a historical Broadway diva, sort of split it up. Oh, hey, those are not bad skills to have. And the toners are coming. The only problem with modern versus classic is where you're going to do the cutoff. Sutton Foster was not on that list and people were mad. They were like, where's Sutton Foster? Yeah, I just think I think it's hard. So we're looking for this metal flower because we want to collect it. But I think it's, Oh, do they really? I think also, can I just say something, by the way, just a little note. Every single person they had on that category as a Broadway diva, every single one of them is a musical theater person. And I just want to point out that, is somebody trying to kill me? Oh, come on, don't try to kill me. I'm just here, like, hanging out. Be nice. I was just going to say that Broadway is not only musicals. Ooh. Hey, people are trying to kill me right now. I just need to deal with this. Or maybe I don't. Okay, sweet. So do divas have to be women? So the problem with oldies is that oldies have not stopped. Like, the problem with oldies when it comes to music is that they're in the 80s, oldies were the 50s. In 2019, oldies are still the 50s and 60s, right? The 70s are called classic rock and not oldies, so there's a weirdness about that. No musicals on the street. I was just saying that, like, there are all these people who are on Broadway who are not singers, because not all Broadway shows are musicals. Side note, but we're not going to pay attention to them, so that makes me just a little sad. What are these things? Ravagers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can sneak up on this Ravager. No, not you. Not you. Not you. You are not the person I want to talk to right now, Mount. Here. Hold on. Okay. I don't want to talk with you right now. I want to try to get one of these big Ravagers, and I want to seduce them. So the question is, can men be divas? So this is a really good question, Krellin. Prince Riley Phoenix makes a good point. The origin of the term diva does come from opera, so yes. Yes. No, this is true. This is true. And right, you can actually get those soundtracks where you can't get them. You can't get the play. This is true. Is there any kind of... You know what? This is not good. This is bad. I need to do this another way. Because I will be killed. If I... Okay. So Prince Riley is correct. The term diva comes from opera.
Save these for the trail.
So, yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lure... Wrong button. Here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lure this one here. Oh, come on. I'm going to try to lure it closer. And if I can lure it closer, then I can get it to visit me. Here we go. No, so the thing about, hold on. Here we go. Oh, yeah, there was a push to have some Broadway shows done on streaming in movie theaters, which was super cool. I got to see, actually I got to see King Richard from the Royal Academy. That was in, let me see if I can, no. Hello. Are you all gonna fight? Apparently you are. Great. I'm gonna move over here while you fight. I think you should fight each other. And I feel like this is not gonna go well for my BattleBot. So here's the thing about men being divas. Historically, the answer is no. And the reason why historically the answer is no is because men had genius, right? So men would be geniuses and women would be divas. And diva is also not necessarily a completely positively evaluated term. You know what? When they kill things for me, I don't get credit for it. It's interesting. Yeah, so, and this is also kind of sexism, right? Like, it's sort of framed as sexism that women are not normally sort of framed as geniuses. So that's kind of messed up. But there are then follow-ups to this, that as time has gone on, especially since diva... Oh, I want to chat with you about this, and my laser friend is hanging out. I'm going to hang out here. I have a copy of the Broadway HD. She Loves Me. I also saw it and got to go backstage and meet everyone because I had two friends in the ensemble. That is so cool. Prince Riley, that is amazing. And because of the way that diva is often sort of seen as sort of a problem, right? So men are not normally framed. Like, if a woman says, hey, I want you to pay me what I'm worth, then she's a diva. But if a man says that, then he's just like a good negotiator. So there's a way in which the word diva has been framed as something for women. It has then been sort of kind of tried to be made, let me, I want to make sure I get a little bit of damage on this thing so that maybe I get some credit for it. Oh, hi. Okay. What is going on here? What is happening? I think we're good. All right, so, all right, so that's, so, because apparently if you don't do any damage on it, you don't get any of the points for it. Rude. Yes, Ice Bunny, guys can sing soprano. There are male sopranos. There are
Forget about traveling light.
not an insignificant number of them as well. Guys singing soprano is I mean, certainly there's a whole tradition of boys singing soprano in England, but also guys can sing soprano. They're called countertenors, but they're also male sopranists. It happens. Yeah. But so traditionally men have not been called divas because of there's like a diva is a kind of a double-edged sword. See, I can actually just tell you here. Well, it's where you, like, just in the way that not all women can sing soprano, not all men can sing soprano, in the same way that not all women can sing soprano, in the same way that not all men can sing bass. Like, there's some with it, oh, James Gandolfini was a soprano. That's so cool. It's training, but also, like, where you start as well. So there's both involved. But, so here's the thing, though. When men have been called divas, they have, it starts with your natural register and then also training. So it's both. So some men can be sopranos, some cannot. Some women can be sopranos, some cannot. Men sopranos were mentioned in the Harlot show I was watching, and how they got snipped. Oh, those are castrati. So there's the history of castrati. I think we have a recording of the very last castrato. We have a recording of, I think the recording might be from the 1920s, and he's like super old at the time. But not all, but like there are male sopranos that are not castrato, and castrato has sort of a different sound. There's a film about the famous castrato Farinelli. No, James Gandolfini, from The Sopranos. Well, but no, I was being gullible. I for all I knew, James Gandolfini was also a soprano, as well as being on the show The Sopranos. I was just assuming that he also could sing soprano. I was just believing you. That's all. Fun fact, my first acting teacher in school taught James Gandolfini in the Meisner technique. No way. That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, neat. Right. He was on The Sopranos, but I was thinking that maybe he was also a soprano. But it's fine. It's fine. I was just believing you. That's all, because I feel like that sounds cool. Because I would love to see him as a soprano. That would have been not as in the... I know what I meant. Wait, oh yeah, so when men were called divas, which doesn't happen a lot, traditionally they have been gay men, right? So people would say, we'll then sort of put various gay men as divas, which makes it like, Elton John, etc. Catherine Gately. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to watch this. And that becomes about sort of femininity, because the diva ends up being sort of associated with femininity in certain ways. And so there are men who are called divas, but it's often done as a way to sort of to impugn their masculinity. So when you call a man a diva, it has often been as a way to make them seem less masculine. Ooh, AC, nice. So it's a little bit tricky, but the term diva itself is a tricky term because it is both a term of endearment and empowerment, but also an insult. So the term diva does both of these things at the same time. By the way, in case you want to know, I teach a class called Black Divas, so I actually teach a class on divas. And so we're going to do this again. We're going to lure another one of these. Ooh, wait, somebody has to make, Jer, can you make Prince Riley Phoenix a regular so that we can, so you can post a link? Because that would be really lovely. I don't think that I'm going to be able to lure these lance horns in. Maybe I can. No, I don't think I can. So instead, what I'm going to do is, what do I know about lance horns? Do I know anything about them? I don't think they're weak to anything, are they? I don't think so. No. Prince Riley, you can now post links. Post the links. Let's
The wire isn't long enough.
Really? Nightbot's the worst. Okay. We're going to set up some tripwires. And we're going to lure these things towards us. Oh no! You're typoed. Okay. Oh, PB says hi. Wait, really? Oh, nice. Oh, wait. No, Nightbot, stop it. Nightbot, Prince Riley Phoenix, we're untiming. Jared, will you untime him out? Because Prince Riley is awesome, and this is, I'm just saying. I don't want him timed out. We're going to... Okay, thank you. Let me... Can I just... There we go. Also, these people are not giving me what I want right now. It's fine. Why are you bypassing my... Why are you bypassing my traps? That was not what I wanted. Like, I wanted to actually trap you. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, we have to get you. You're not in there yet, apparently. Okay, you have now been added, Prince Riley. I think you can.
Gonna put up a fight.
So I think you can post the link now. Okay. Oh, cool. Why am I missing this lance horn? What is up with that? There we go. I was having such a hard time killing that thing. And I don't even know why. Inappropriate. Okay. And... Okay. Oh, no copy paste on mobile. By the way, thank you, the saga of Prince Riley Phoenix, who struggled and persevered. So I'm looking for, there it is. This is the thing I was looking for all this time. I want this metal flower. All right. Okay, we have completed this. You can't see what I'm doing. We've completed this poem. I want to read it for you because we have a completed poem. When dawn hennas her hands with the blood of the horizon, let the new bride of the golden veil uncover her shining face. The sky's face has turned dark. Don't believe a cloud has come. In the garden, snow changed the raven to a falcon of white. Oh, what designs might the magician of cold display? Like a mirror, the page of the water is bound in ice. The dust of many crumbled cities settles over us like a forgetful doze, but we are older than those cities. We began as a mineral, we emerged into plant life, and into the animal state, and then into being human, and always we have forgotten our former states, except in early spring when we slightly recall being green again. Ooh. By its own nature, it towers above the tangle of rivers. Don't say it's a lot of dirt piled high, without end. The mist of dawn, the evening cloud, draw their shadows across it. From the four directions you can look up and see it, green and steep and wild. Oh, thank you for adding that quote. Yes. Thank you. I'm trying to mod for mobile. Like, Jer is doing yeoman's work. It's ad quote. It's ad quote. Even this morning, O swan, awake, arise, follow me. There is a land where no doubt nor sorrow have rule, where the terror of death is no more. There are woods of spring, there the woods of spring are abloom, and the fragrant scent, he is I, is borne on the wind. There the bee of the heart is deeply immersed and desires no other joy. I saw a mountain, its haughty peak and bunched spine vying with the worlds on high, deflecting every salvo of the wind and shouldering the starlight from the sky, brooding above the dunes like some great thinker, considering days to come as nights go by, with black clouds wrapped about it for a turban, and bangs of red-head lightning in its face. And through the night, that tongueless mountain uttered marvelous things. Is it? Oh, good. It is added. In autumn rain, the grasses rot and die. Below the steps, the Juming's color is fresh. Fall green leaves cover the stems like feathers, and countless flowers bloom like golden coins. The cold wind, moaning, blows against you fiercely. I fear that soon you'll find it hard to stand. Upstairs, the scholar lets down his white hair. He faces the wind, breathes the fragrance, and weeps. I slumbered this spring morning and missed the dawn. From everywhere I hear the cry of birds. That night the sound of wind and rain had come. Who knows how many petals then had fallen? The moon's reflected on the river of a few feet away. A lantern shines in the night near the third watch. On the sand, egrets sleep, peacefully curled together. Behind the boat I hear the splash of jumping fish. When you are so full of sorrow that you can't walk, can't cry anymore, think about the green foliage that sparkles after the rain. When the daylight exhausts you, when you hope a final night will cover the world, think about the awakening of a young child. Ooh. What we learned! Let us never forget the saga of Prince Riley Phoenix. We learned it! That's one of our learns. I'm so excited we have it learned. Folks, we did that. We're going to clear our waypoint. We were so productive. We are now going to go and loot some things and make our way somewhere else. Let me, what is that? Over there, what is that? Oh, it's a destroyed Glinthawk. No, it's a destroyed Ravager. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to... I suspect that's loot that I'm not going to be able to get, and that's going to make me crazy. Prince Riley Phoenix. Actually, maybe I can get this. We're gonna take all the stuff and hopefully not die. Nope, we got it. We got all the things. I am low-key hoarder in video games.
Nice.
That's just
a good hunt.
Good. Also 3 o'clock. This is true. It is 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go pick up my Timmy, restore my Timmy, and where are we at? We are right here. I think we want to be over here, but I think we should just, Oh, I think there is a dive emote coming. I'm really excited about it. I think we're gonna get a dive emote. It's gonna be so good. Jer's like, maybe there's a dive emote coming. I'm really tickled by the idea of just falling off the earth. What we're gonna do, by the way, is we're just gonna get to that, we're gonna get to that fire pit. The fire pit. Ooh, a little Pikachu. We're gonna get to the fire pit and we're gonna save, and then I'm gonna eat food and upload the next recap for Call of Cthulhu. And then I had something else I wanted to do. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, gang, I forgot what else I had to do today. Keyleth Goldfish. This is it. Oh, send Rissa PDFs. We did it, everybody. This is it. This is us. So, everyone, I want to thank you all for being here at the stream today. It was such a good stream. We had a great show and tell. It was really good. And, oh, we could get a goldfish. So anyway, hey, I'm Trooper SJP. And this is the Academic Foxhole. And I want to thank you all for being here. We have a Discord, which, you know, that wasn't even it. Hold on. We have a Discord. And you can join us at the Discord. It's pretty mellow. We just hop up the stuff and we get some good links. We have a accountability and Discord, accountability and check-in if you want to do that. You can also find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter if you like. I also have a YouTube where I put all these. We have the archive of the shows. Also, I have links to the RPG playlists of the RPGs that I've been on. Night Witches is there. The last 2 episodes have not been uploaded yet, but I think they should be this coming week. There's the link to Cthulhu Confidential, although the first episode was lost, so it's just episodes 2 and 3. And when other things happen, I'll have those there so you can see that. What else do I want to tell you? I have a Patreon, but it's secret. I will announce that more formally later. You can see me tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern on Little Red Dot's channel. And that is, I will be playing Lord Florian of Greendale, a sheltered noble, at 10 o'clock Eastern time. And next week, you can find me as regular, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, where I will totally be playing Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, because we are so close. We have only 3 more people to talk to on Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, and we're going to finish it. We're going to get through at least one person on Thursday. And then Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, Ghost of Saltmarsh on the Greyhawk channel, and then noon again, me here for Horizon Zero Dawn. So, that's, I know it is early. It's 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and I've got a call time of 9:30, so it's early for me. And so that's it. That's Dot is the best. Dot is awesome. So thanks, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is much appreciated, and I'm looking forward to shenanigans. I'm going to go eat some food. Take care, everybody. Oh, you know what we should do? We should do a raid. We should do a raid. See who's up, because we can raid people now. Let's see. So this is, by the way, hold on. This is our raid command. If people want to put that in chat when we do a raid. Let's do a raid. Who's up? Let's raid. Oh, you know who we could raid? Ooh, I have a great idea. Let's raid Lizard Eats Flies. Lizard Eats Flies is super exciting. She is a composer, and she composed the theme song for Night Witches, for Geek Space TV. She's really cool. And wait, it looks like she's offline. Really? Oh, come on. That's no fun. Well, it looks like she's offline. No. Super talented, but apparently also offline. So in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to raid Fuzzy Freaks. Fuzzy Freaks was a player in Little Red Dot's Anchorman campaign and is super fun. So we're going to raid Fuzzy Freaks and just give her a hey for our raid, and that's what we're going to do. So we're gonna raid her, say hi, and she's a great RPGer, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Say hi to Fuzzy Freaks, and I will catch you all later, everybody. On the flip side. Ciao. We're raiding. We're raiding. Raid.